Hi, my name is Sarah Mai, and I am running my demo program for my C Computer Engineering 272 software platforms um, final exam demo. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a quick run through of this just because I'm kind of short on time, um, but hopefully you won't mind. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm running the source. And this part of the program, I'm pretty much basically setting up the sender environment and just making sure everything is good to go on my end in terms of the setup. All right, so this is sort of the overall file structure that I currently have. And let's go and get started. So the first one I'm going to be doing is, as I mentioned before, going to be setting up the pathways for the large file. So just making sure everything's all set up. Now I'm going to be showing and making sure that I have my giving permissions to to my right file. So in this one, I'm making the 4 GB file, my script file for my 4 GB set to be executable. Make sure everything's good to go. Script's ready and all set. I ran the script over just to be sure everything's good. As you can see here, that is a large file um, with the permissions. Although it should have given permissions. Oh no, that's right. And so this is the bin file that it created. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and set up um, the sender's, the first approach, which is basically setting up the sender so that it can be ready to get receives for the program. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my MTLS streams. Then activating the source. Gonna make a temporary directory to hold the demo. And of course, I'm going to execute the program to start the sender. Okay, so now the sender, the receive, now the receive, sorry, not sender, I keep saying sender. The receiver is ready to take any data from the sender side. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to the sender side. So I'm making another terminal for that one. So as is the receiver is listening, I'm going to go ahead and use and activate the sender so that I can send a message. In this case, I'm going to be sending that 4 GB file. Take a little bit because it is 4 gigs. All right, looks like it went through complete. And if we go over to the other side, we'll see that the connection was written through, transfer was okay, and everything seems to be well. If I go ahead and check, I will be able to see everything went through properly. Right, success. So as you can see, there's two of them. They're matching that's, and it was able to send and receive that same message. All right, so now that approach A has been verified, let's go ahead and go to approach B. So I'm just going to be working on the same part. But basically, approach B is using the broker plus envelope encryption. Basically, the file will be encrypting before the upload. The broker will only store the ciphertext and then the signed manifest. And then I'm going to be starting as the broker. So on terminal one, I'm going to go ahead and pull up and be as the broker side. Right, so let me navigate back one. Let me try that again. Oh, I see. There we go. So now that I'm on the broker side, I'm going to go ahead and activate the source. So similarly to how we activated it before. Um, Gonna go ahead and run this one in the environment, and then I'm going to remove the broker data. And then I'm going to run the Python for that one. All right, so as we can see, it is running on this this IP. So now that the port is now up, I'm going to go ahead and go to my terminal 2. I had one previously open from my part A, so I'm going to go ahead and use that same one. So I'm going to go ahead and CD into the, oh, sorry, my bad. I'm going to come back out. CD into broker again. This time I'm going to use the source activate one more time. And I'm going to use the sender encryption. Oops, my bad. Immediately easier to read this way. Yes, and then this is going to be sort of sending it out in chunks. As you can see here, it will continue to sign through and manifest the rest of the data. All right, as you can see there, it has gone through with that data. Then I'm going to go ahead and send that data. or we'll see, make sure the data actually is there. So the photo session is there and the pass the receiver, so everything went good there. I'm gonna go ahead and get the receiver. Now that you can see that the session ID is passed to the receiver downloads a ciphertext verifying that the manifest signature decrypts and checks the hashes. So it did that. As you can see here, the server itself is still open, so that's good. So nothing crashed on that side. All right, and then on one more terminal, I'm going to go ahead and open terminal 3 and running another command. So we're going to go ahead and make a temporary directory. Okay, I'm going to activate it. I run my other Python. And I'll run this one more time and see what's wrong. Okay, it is there. Sorry about that. All right, let's see what the problem was. I put the wrong key in. So let me go ahead and put the correct session ID. Oh, all right, if I check it now, should be good. All right, there's one file. There's the other. And that is pretty much my demo, showing you part A and part B and its working methods. If you'd like to see more, I did share the code with the TA, but otherwise, that's it. Thank you so much and have a nice day.